Wisdom does not equal self control. This is deeper than a story. We previously mentioned that Solomon gained wisdom, fame, wealth, everything a man could ever desire. He mastered the formula we discussed, but towards the end of his life, he became distracted, slowly influenced, not realizing he was drifting away from the very thing that made him who he was. How can a man with such wisdom make such a foolish mistake? How could someone so wise lose focus and direction? The truth is this: wisdom does not automatically equal self control. A wise man is powerful, but a wise man with self control? Oh, that's on another level. Without further ado, let's dive into it. Let's start with the fact that last can never be satisfied. The reality is that Solomon's downfall began with his desire for more. He had power, authority, and status. As king, any woman he desired could become his wife or concubine. He escalated to the point where he had 700 wives and 300 concubines, 1,000 relationships. Wow. Enough simply wasn't in his vocabulary. And that was the beginning of the problem. Something small for the boys. Don't fool yourself. Finding and building with the right woman is all you need. Secondly, no matter how wise you are, you can still be influenced. The people closest to you will influence you, whether you realize it or not. That influence can be positive or negative. You would think Solomon of all people would choose wisely, but instead, to please these women, he began worshipping their gods, the very thing the Most High had strictly warned them against. God had already warned them, but influence mixed with uncontrolled desire clouded his judgment. Even the wisest man in the world wasn't immune. Lastly, you can dodge a bullet, but consequences never disappear. During his lifetime, Solomon appeared to get away with it. He still lived in wealth and long years. That's because of God's love towards David. However, the punishment still came in the next generation. The kingdom was divided after Solomon's death. If consequences don't show up immediately, they might show up later, possibly in our children or grandchildren's time. And I'm sure none of us want the next generation starting behind because of our decisions. So when we look at the story, although Solomon was undeniably wise, wisdom alone wasn't enough to stop lust from overtaking him. Lack of self control became his ruin. He underestimated the influence around him, he overestimated his ability to manage it, and future generations paid the price. So in our lives, let's not make excuses to justify lust. I'm just experimenting. Oh, life is short. I'll settle down eventually. Lust is a different kind of battle, even for the wisest man in the world. Self control isn't optional, it's protection. And remember, it's always deeper than a story.